segment, and then you guys are free to ask any questions you want.
I think that, and I've said this several times before, I think our basketball team has a lot of room for growth. Tonight was one of those nights where we showed a little bit of our inexperience. Maybe we showed a little bit of immaturity, and we weren't ready to play tonight. And the first half was not indicative of the type of basketball team that we need to be in order to go to the NCAA tournament and win Conference USA. Plain and simple. I take responsibility for that. Our staff takes responsibility for that. And those guys are going to have to take some responsibility for that. But I thought we were better in the second half, and we've got to learn and grow from it.
You guys talked a little bit about the defensive effort being inconsistent. What did you see?
Well, inconsistent is when you show effort and then you don't show effort. Lack of effort is not inconsistent. And I didn't think in the first half we had effort, period. You asked me last time we had a home game, who's the dog on our team? Well, you tell me, you watched the game tonight. There wasn't one out there defensively. And we've got to develop that, and we've got to have that be our identity. Like, we're a good basketball team when we're aggressive defensively, when we play hard. But what I told them in the locker room, and I'll watch the film tonight or in the morning and make a final judgment, but I don't think that we're a good basketball team, or we're not nearly as good as we can be when we play cool. And tonight I thought we played cool.
Coach, Jalen Jackson played tonight. How's it been kind of getting him developed and ready to start?
Well, you know what? Our medical staff and our training staff has done a fantastic job with him. And we've brought him along slowly just because, you want to make sure you have him for the year. And he's obviously chomping at the bit to play more. But, he's going to add a different dimension to our team. He's probably the fastest guy on the team, neck and neck with Christian Lander, but he's very powerful and strong, and he has an opportunity to change the game at times defensively. He certainly can set the tone for us defensively when he puts his mind to it. And you saw glimpses of that tonight probably.
Coach, when we talked to Murray, you addressed the over 21 of Wichita State. You said that's an uncharacteristic outing from the team from the three-point line. And when you were at Murray, it was 16 threes, 8 of them were made, 50%. You shot 16 in the second half alone, 15 in the first half, and you shot at a 29% rate. Was there something that you addressed going in the locker room where the guys should have thought in the second half that they were supposed to take more threes, or was there anything that you advised against it? Or
Yeah, no, I advised against taking bad shots, and I thought that we took some rush threes and we settled for threes. Now, with all that being said, part of that falls on me and the lineups that we have on the floor. We played a lot of people that aren't normally in that position, right? And in the pregame talk with Hal, we talked a lot about, zone versus man, and those guys hadn't played any zone all year coming into the game. So are we prepared to go against the zone? Sure, but were we prepared to see it for 38, 39, 40 minutes tonight? Probably not. And so, some of that is just guys being in awkward positions, but some of it is just, thinking that you're going to, be able to shoot when you want versus getting the best shot for our team to be successful.
Coach, early in that first half, you brought in Babacar, Dante, and Jack. And Babacar was able to go in and get some quick step-in layups. You talked about being one of the best shots in college basketball. When he's able to get going inside, what does that do for that inside-out game on the offensive side?
Yeah, it helps us. And Rodney had opportunities early, and he just didn't convert. And, Rodney's got to be better in that regard. But Baba came in and gave us a lift, and then he got tired. And then, things kind of plummeted for him. I think Baba's going to be a good player. I really like him. Obviously, I think Rodney's going to be a good player. We've just got to get more consistency out of the two of them. And then, we've got to figure out a third person. Can Falou come in there and get you 5 to 15 minutes? Can BJ come in and get 5 to 15 minutes? That's where we're finding our way a little bit as a basketball team. And, that goes for the guards as well. I mean, would Christian Lander have helped us tonight? Probably so. But the fact of the matter is that he wasn't ready to, we held him out tonight, and he wasn't ready to play. So you play the cards you're dealt. You do the best you can, and you find a way to win. And luckily, we did do that tonight.
You talked about guys getting minutes that normally wouldn't have. How would you assess the play of those that got some minutes who normally wouldn't have gotten?
Well, I thought Tegan Moore did a really good job tonight. Against Murray State when he got put in with, a couple, 3-4 minutes to go in the second half, I kind of threw him to the wolves a little bit. And tonight I thought he was very, very good. So I was really pleased with Tegan. I thought that Falou made some really nice passes, especially out of the high post. And then I thought BJ gave us some minutes too. Dante Allen, he's going to get minutes, so I don't look at him in that regard. I don't really look at Jack. They've been consistent, minute getters for us. So that would be the three that I probably looked at the most and would have to think through after watching the film. But my initial reaction is all three of them did nice things.
Coach, 14 offensive rebounds converting to only 9 second chance points. Most of the time when you get a rebound, it's not behind the 3-point line. It's not too far out. You're normally pretty close to the basket. Just not putting those up. Do you think going forward to maybe get 28 points off of that, where you're converting every single time, is going to be a big step in the direction for this offense, or do you see another way to beat better teams that you're playing?
Well, I would start with the number of misses. So we have 42 misses tonight, and we had 14 offensive rebounds on 42 misses. That's not a good number. So you're talking more of the conversion of those, and I agree 100%. We've got to be much better. But we've also got to get more rebounds. Like, we missed a bunch of shots, and we didn't get the rebound. That's, part of that is going against the zone, and you shoot a bunch of threes, you're going to have a long rebound. But part of that is just having the ability and the will and the want to go get the dang ball, and then finishing through contact or being strong and not letting it get slapped away from you and those sorts of things. That's the next step. And I thought that we did that decent against Wichita State. We certainly rebounded at a higher rate. We didn't finish at a higher rate, and that's got to be something that we improve upon. You're 100% correct.
What do you see as the positive coming out of this game? Was there anything?
We won. You should always enjoy the wins, guys. I mean, whether it's a Division II team or a Conference USA team or a Power 5 team, you should always enjoy the win.
Just looking ahead to the MTE, does a game like this kind of help you prepare, just knowing that you're going to need to link from the bench a little bit? And just how do you go about something like that, 3 games?
Well, we are pretty even across the board about our minutes. Like, I think after 3 games, our highest minute guy was maybe 26. So I think, and I've said this before, I think that we have good depth, and we'll continue to utilize our depth. Obviously, Jalen coming back and then having Christian back, that's going to give you 2 more bodies moving forward at the guard position. So, these games are good and they're bad all in the same instance, right? I mean, sometimes these guys maybe look ahead to the MTE. I'm not saying that they did that tonight, but they weren't focused on playing their best tonight. And so we've got to learn from that, and we've got to respect every opponent and play the game the right way. At the end of the day, they know how to play the game the right way. They've proven that they can do that, and tonight we did not start the game doing so. Yeah, I mean, Don McHenry is continuing to evolve into a really, really good player for us, Obviously, we knew when we recruited him, he was a first-team All-American. He played for Coach Plona, so we knew we had a good player. But he's done a really good job in terms of taking care of the basketball and those sorts of things. Now, the next step for him is going to be to know not only his position, but everyone else's position and get them in the right places at the right times. You know, he did a good job taking care of the basketball tonight. I believe he had 6 assists, 0 turnovers. Fantastic. It's fantastic. And I expect him to continue to be a really good and productive player for us. But, he, you know, as he gets more comfortable with the offense and more comfortable in his role, he'll just continue to get better is the expectation.
The next game is Friday against Bowling Green. What's going to be the biggest things or your team?
Just the same message that we always give them, you know, to do your best, excuse me, and to play the game the right way. I haven't seen Bowling Green, but Todd Simon, I've been friends for years. He's a good basketball coach. I've looked at some of their scores, and I know that, you know, he's got a lot of new faces just like us. So we'll have to be ready to play. But at the end of the day, we have to worry about ourselves. That's the most important thing, is that we do the best that we can every single night. And I still believe that if we'll give our best every night and we'll play the game the right way, we'll have a lot of success. And as I said, we need to learn from tonight. All right. Thanks, guys.